What's up, my lovelies? Today I'm going to be doing a reading for all water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio for this upcoming full moon in Pisces that is happening from the 13th to the 14th. And it's going to be very interesting. I am personally feeling it quite strongly because I am Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So I wanted to do a little bit of a element signed reading for every single element, like for the fire signs, for the water signs, for the air signs. And I just want to see what's up with this full moon and why is it, being so strong, and how can we best navigate it based on our element or our sign. So let's see. Guys, if you are returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new to my channel, I invite you to join me. Universe, please give me a preview of what's up with water signs for this full moon in Pisces. What can they expect? And what is the best advice, universe, that you can give all water signs, Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios for this full moon? I'm going to be taking the flyers, not the flippers. Please be patient with me. This might take a minute. First card that we have here is the Queen of Swords. All right. So some of you guys may be experiencing this necessity for detachment, this feeling like you need to keep your feet over the ground, like you want to really be an observer this time around. Many of you are going to feel very inclined to not engage in any kind of drama, but instead kind of watch it from the sidelines. With the Queen of Swords here, many of you could be dealing with air signs, Libras, Aquarius, Geminis, and you may realize how much you have learned, how much you have matured, how little you're willing to tolerate from other people. In a good way though, in a healthy way. Not as though you're becoming intolerant in general. It's just kind of like a higher level of self-love and self-care that makes you place your boundaries properly, as opposed to just letting anyone walk into your life with anything, with their dirty feet. It's like you're being a little bit more strict about your boundaries and more deserving. You feel more deserving of the beauty in your life. And this could be because you have experienced a lot of, heavy things in the past. If you're a Cancer, if you're a Pisces, you're a Scorpio, you know deep emotion. The beautiful kind and the heavy kind. All right, so this full moon might bring that up. Yeah, definitely, with the Five of Cups here. This full moon is going to make you feel very proud of yourself, because as you see everybody around you sort of like struggling, you're going to be very, very aware of how they're feeling, why they're feeling like they're feeling, and you seem to be able to navigate this water, whereas other people can't. If you're a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you are a water sign. You are the sign of emotion. And this is a very emotional full moon. At least that's what I'm feeling for myself. It feels very strong. And I feel like this is going to give you an opportunity to say, wow, I never thought of my sorrow. I never thought of my pain as a potential strength. But now I can clearly see that's exactly what it is, a strength. It is kind of like an advantage that I have over other people in some shape or form, because I understand deeply what pain can do to you, in a positive way, in a disabling way as well. And it's like you discover that you have this higher awareness that not everybody around you has. And as everybody around you that are fire signs and air signs are just kind of like drowning in this deep water and not even knowing what's going on, you seem to be like the wise one. You seem to be very serene within all of this strong emotion. You're like this Queen of Swords right here, just observing everybody. And you're kind of like, I've been there, done that, And she looks aged, she looks older. And I feel like you guys emotionally speaking, you have a level of maturity that other signs just haven't had the chance to develop, maybe. Universe, I'm taking the flyers, not the flippers. Please bring in more messages. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. Some of you guys are definitely going to be, in your emotions, as I mentioned, but you're going to be somehow in control. You're going to be maybe reminiscent about the past. You're going to be feeling a sense of wonder about what's coming next and how life has a way to just make things work. Some of you guys are going to be thinking about soulmates, soulmate energy, soulmate connections. Some of you are going to, find that soulmate energy within friendships and family relationships, not only romantic. And you're going to be having this deep bond with certain people, and it's going to feel quite beautiful. Some of you may also be kind of reminiscing of the times in which you were younger or the times in which you were, more naive or more innocent or more active. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, of course. I don't know why I feel compelled to say this, but I invite you to check out this video called Everybody, what's it called? The name of it? Everybody's free to wear sunscreen. This card is screaming that to me. That is such a beautiful video. I highly recommend you check it out here on YouTube. It's like a 7-minute video that's gonna completely, enlighten you and make you kind of like get in touch with this tender energy. And we have the Queen of Wands here. Alright, so universe, what is this Queen of Wands representing here? Okay, so people are seeing you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, like the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is, let's put it like this. Let's put it like it's a character in the tarot. Okay, for those of you who are starting out, who don't know who the Queen of Wands is, who have never heard about this, imagine as though she's a character. She's usually associated with fire signs, so Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. She tends to be very fun, very adventurous, very fiery, very inspired. She's fantastic at multitasking. She's, as you can see, very, very beautiful. And she has a way to manage 1,000 things at the same time with a lot of elegance. She's very passionate about her goals and desires and her family as well. She's a protector. So it's kind of like this person that, if you're kind to them, if you're nice to them, if everything's all right, they're just very sweet people. But if you come in with an energy of conflict and defiance and, threat, you don't want to have this person around. Like, they're going to bite your head off. And that's what people are perceiving you to be around the time of this full moon. You seem this way for others. And it is quite an empowering position, I do have to say, because people have understood recently that you are just not someone to mess with. Before, maybe you were giving off this vibe of being just too nice or too kind. And I feel like this year, that has changed for water signs. Now you're getting this powerful energy, as opposed to just the sweet, kind energy. What else is coming for water signs for this full moon in Pisces? Full moon in Pisces. All right. We've got the Page of Wands, which is also a very fiery energy. But this is more of a childlike energy. This is more of that part of you that wants to travel, that wants to explore, that wants to get to know who you are, the world, This very childlike wonder. You may be feeling very much like this. You may be feeling like you want to get back in touch with a part of you who's that's more adventurous, that maybe you have kind of like set aside for a while now. And maybe you want to tap into the unknown. You want to be more spontaneous. You want to connect to people and just kind of like see what life brings your way and enjoy every bit of it. I hear music. I feel spontaneous, unplanned, trips or adventures. Some of you guys may be, as I mentioned, feeling very inclined to tap into that version of you that maybe has been a little bit kind of like kept to yourself. Then we've got the Devil card. Okay, so if emotions start to feel a little bit too intense, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If emotions feel too intense for you this full moon, if you realize that it is taking a toll on your physical body, what's probably going to happen is that you're going to incline to your self-sabotaging behaviors, like overeating, over drinking, kind of like pushing yourself a bit too much, or being a little reckless with your physical well-being. So be careful with that, of course. Try to do everything in a very balanced and conscious state. But also listen to what your body is asking of you and try to understand why that is. So if you're experiencing like intense sugar cravings, what is your body trying to tell you with that? Like, do some research. Maybe that's a deficiency that you have right now. Or if you're craving red meat, even though you're not a person who tends to eat red meat, what is your body asking of you? If you need to rest, if you need to exercise, what is it that your body is like inviting you to do, whether that is positive or negative, whether that is, something that is good for you or not necessarily. Try to explore what's behind it. I feel like there's some wisdom there for some of you guys that has not been necessarily tapped into. Like your body's trying to tell you something. That's what I'm feeling for some. What else is coming for water signs? Thank you. All right, that's way too many cards. Sorry. That was like 10 cards. Just one more message, please. One more message for water signs for the full moon in Pisces. Did I say full moon in Scorpio before? Huh. Full moon in Pisces. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is here. Some of you guys are definitely shaping up your future. You're in a very creative, loving, tender, emotional energy, wishing to create something beautiful for yourself. For some, this is related to where you're gonna live. For others, it's related to like your money and your savings. For others, it's related to your body, but it's like you're building a foundation for the rest of your life. And this full moon is gonna bring in a particular sense of clarity over this that you're not expecting. So be prepared for that. And be prepared for this Six of Swords energy as well. Be prepared to receive, I feel like, some information that is going to come through for you might feel like a little bit of a slap in the face. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, that sounds kind of intense. This is not going to be like that for everybody, of course, but there's some people that are going to receive this kind of like aha moment, which is very positive and will lead you in a positive direction, but it may feel like a bucket of cold water was thrown on you. It's just like a surprise. It's just like, fuck, what? And it's not disappointing. It just is. But I feel like it comes kind of like this wave. Comes in strong. And lets you clearly know what you need to walk away from and what you need to work towards. And I feel like this is not going to be difficult for you. This is not kind of like tower energy that is like you can't really go back even if you want to. No, this is more of a holy macaroni, like I had never realized that that's how I act in these situations, and now that I do realize that pattern cannot, continue. So it's like a big change, strong change, but good one. You're gonna be excited about it as well. So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, brothers and sisters, thank you so much for watching this video. I feel like it's actually going to be a very positive full moon for you all, but expect a little bit of everything. Some of you may be feeling a little bit depressed. I am getting this energy of, you know, the Five of Cups being representative of kind of like depression and sadness. But know that every bit of the process is just as important, because through that sadness, you can have that awareness that you need. And through that sadness, you can, you know, maybe desire to cater to your physical impulses and then understand where they're coming from. You know, it's all a part of the perfect mystical recipe for you, okay? So, my lovelies, I'm sending so much love. Thank you so much for being here and being part of the channel. If you're not part of the channel just yet, I invite you to please subscribe and join me. This is my work. This is what I dedicate myself to do. I am only doing YouTube right now. I am not doing any kind of like personalized readings or therapies or any of the other stuff that I used to do. I'm completely devoted to the YouTube channels, and I would love to have you here for you to benefit from that. Bye, guys.